Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sandbox Wednesday stream. I'm Alex Florez, aka Kamisazi, joined here in voice, mind, body, and soul by Lucas is right. How's it going, Lucas?
Alex, I am happy to be here. This is my happy place.
Mm-hmm.
The Sandbox stream is something that I look forward to every week,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'm just happy to be here. How are you today?
I am ready to launch this game. We're very last minute with this. I planned on being in this game when when we went live, but I did not quite have enough time. Oh, it's mad about the goldfish with the concrete floor tile. We don't care. We already know about that error. It's not really
I
an
was about
error.
to say,
It's fine.
who could be mad? Like, you talking the crackers, or are we talking like what here? Like, why are we mad at
Oh,
goldfish?
goldfish crackers. No, our breeder goldfish have conflicting policy with their children or something.
Interesting. So it's single player versus multiplayer
Yeah.
aspects that you're actually getting a message on now.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's what happened, and we kind of addressed this a bunch of streams ago, like months ago. Uh, the fish in this pond that is behind Wizzy the Green here,
I remember.
they are a multiplayer. Is it the goldfish that are multiplayer? Oh, actually, the Boombot one might be an issue. Single player policy with the crowd event. Of course, it's not letting me click out of any of these things, which is interesting. But the fish have a an up and down motion
hmm
that's multiplayer because it's a moving platform, and you can only use multiplayer for the moving platforms. Like you can do it in multiplayer or a single player game, but the behavior for platforms is now only multiplayer. It's synchronized. But then the fish are children of an NPC that's walking around in a hidden cavern, so that way it kind of moves them around in random ways. And that is single player because it's an NPC. And so the combination of those two is technically fine. There's actually no issue with it because there's no collision on them. They're not doing anything. It's just decorations moving around. And I don't know why it's stuck on this screen, but we're gonna go over to the Sandbox dashboard here. We're gonna go to our experiences and we're gonna see if we can get that going. Hey, Passive Income over on YouTube. Hey, Nervex, El Zero, and Tom Voxel over on Twitch. How y'all doing today? We're gonna play some games, do some mage raids, and okay, good. It did save. I like this thumbnail. I'm trying to get the Wizzy character kind of in the thumbnail, but I like it with this flower view here. So we're gonna
Yeah.
go set up this page real super duper fast.
Was that thumbnail on purpose, or did it just happen to be that way?
Yep. I mean, I moved the camera to that spot to do a
Gotcha. Okay.
little
Just making sure.
composition. Yeah. We're gonna
I mean,
create a
you are
page.
an artist, a creative mind, so I figured as much, but
I have a little bit of experience in these things.
you just a wee bit. Ooh, almost spilled my drink on
I
my
don't know.
computer.
That'd be bad. I don't know if we
Mm.
can do it without a banner. I don't have a banner prepared for this.
Use those yellow and blue boxes.
Oh, that would work. Hey, Go
That'll
West,
work.
how's it going? Let me find those blue boxes.
Actually,
Where are they?
I had a professional meeting the other day, and I really needed a background for the for like the video chat,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't figure out like what to do. I was going online and I was looking at like images of like the Google offices and professional offices and all these things, and
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't find anything that really just stood out as like appropriate for the theme of the meeting. And it was like a couple, and I'm spending way I hyper fixated on this and spent way too long on it. And
I've
then
never done that. I have no idea what you're talking
I
about.
figured you would have no idea, like you wouldn't be able to like relate to this in any way. But just try to muddle through.
Right. Yeah.
But it gets to about like a minute or two before the meeting, and we're supposed to go live, and I'm like, what do I do? And all of a sudden, I saw the yellow and blue box image that you sent me,
Yep.
and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put that as my background. And I
Mm-hmm.
did. And the one of the first things that people said when they popped into that meeting was, what is your background? That's beautiful.
Aw,
Yeah. So
that makes me feel
kudos
all
to
warm and
Alex.
fuzzy inside.
Yeah. I took screenshots of it. I'm gonna send it to you right now in the Alex chat.
Nice. Uh, Speaking of that image, I don't remember where I saved it on my computer. I've got other. I'll use a different one for now. We'll use.
I would say I think I have it. After that story, I should be able to find it.
I mean, I have it. It's part of like. I mean, I can have it right. Like we can do. Right there. There it is. These warnings look familiar, says Go West. Yeah. Well, so like I said, with the fish, like I was aware with that one. The Boombot one though is giving me pause for concern here, and but it's not letting me cancel or confirm. So I think I have to just force quit. Fortunately, I saved, so like there's no real change there. But
always save your work.
Yeah. Well, I saved because I was ready to publish, and then it was like, hey, while you're trying to publish, there's this issue. Where's this picture? Aw. Nice.
Yup.
Looking good. Oh, great.
Thanks.
And I can just grab that out of the browser here. I'm going to use that as... I was thinking this one here, but we'll use this one.
I was about to say the one that you have in the background right now, it's different.
It is different. It's a little rainbowy.
I'm like going back and forth and looking at the two. It's so aesthetically pleasing.
It's those colors, right? The blue and the orange is really my vibe.
Okay, so back in the day, I used to have to drive a bunch for work, and there was this one like pit stop in the middle of nowhere that sold. They literally called them gelatinous cubes. And they were like gummy bears, but they were just cubes. And they were the most delicious most delicious candy I've ever eaten. They had the most perfect consistency, and they just had an incredible flavor to them. It was wild. And they were like the cheapest candy I'd ever purchased. So whenever I'd roll through, I would buy all the bags they had. But the way that your cubes in the background look on all these images reminds me of gelatinous cubes.
Oh, you're right. This is a different image. I forgot. This is a different one than the one that I just. And I forgot that we were on this screen because I've been doing stuff on this screen the whole time.
Oh.
I wasn't even looking at what everybody else was looking at. All right, we're just setting up our settings there. So I pulled it up now, so we got that going. Let's take a look at Boombot real quick. Boombot.
Take a second and check out what Go West just said.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that too. So, Go West on Twitch says, when I was having trouble publishing another game, and instead I was using assets in another experience, it was actually a preset that wasn't being used. That was the issue. Only took me 2 months to figure it out. So there's a couple things I want to mention about that. However, I want to also make sure that we're playing the Sandbox game on Twitch, and it's not saying software and game development, because while technically that's what we're doing at the moment, we are going to be playing the Sandbox as soon as I get this up and running.
It does say software and game development.
So let me fix that real quick. It was the one thing, I got everything ready to go. We were all set to stream, and then I forgot about that one specific thing. So people have been having some issues publishing their games sometimes, especially if they've had to unpublish and republish a game on the map. And the reason they would do that is because they've made some updates. So they made some changes to their game, they've saved their game, and then you close the experience on the dashboard and launch it again, and it brings the newest version of that game up for people to play, or it's supposed to. Sometimes it works, other times people have had some issues, and it is a known issue that's being worked on. But I don't know if it's going to get fixed before the Builders Challenge is over. Hopefully before the next major event or future Builders Challenge, it should all be resolved. So what seems to be going on in the background is sometimes it's saying that people are using an NFT asset that they own, but they don't have enough copies of it. And what's been confusing is sometimes the person only has one experience live and they've got at least one of that asset. Maybe they even have multiple copies of it. So why does it say that they don't have enough copies if they've got more copies than the number of experiences they have it being used in? Well, part of it is probably due to the version history that we save. So when you save, there's like 10 backup versions, and this isn't user facing yet. You can't go and restore a previous version yet, but it is there in the system as a backup. And hopefully at some point we'll have a way in case you save and you go, oh no, that wasn't what I meant. And one time I did that one time. I hit Control Shift S one time. I was trying to do Control Shift something else, and I accidentally hit Control Shift S, which saved instantly with no prompt. It just saved it. And I was like, oh, I just deleted a bunch of things I wanted to undo. So actually, I think I was trying to hit Control Shift Z because that's redo in some programs, but we actually use Control Y in the sandbox. But it doesn't matter. This was a year or two ago. So I accidentally saved it. There was panic. It was somebody else's project I was helping them with, and I was able to get it restored, and everything was fine. But it was that moment where your heart kind of drops out of your chest, and you go, "Oh, where'd it go? I needed that." So
your heart?
Yeah.
It's important.
So with that version history saving, sometimes you might have a version saved that had the NFT asset in being used somewhere in the previous version. So that's one possibility. Like Wes said, they had it in a preset. So you want to check your presets to make sure that they're not using any NFT assets that you don't want that experience to be using. So I would check your presets, and then the annoying part, you have to save 10 times. So just hit save, just like, listen to a podcast or something, and just save, and then save, and then save, and then save. And you can make little changes in between if you want, but the main thing is that you save 10 times, and it's going to clear that previous save history.
Wait, you mean literally save it 10 times?
Yeah. Yeah. Everything I said was literal, except for the heart dropping out of your chest part.
Okay.
Yeah, save 10 times, and that should push the old saves out of the history. Because what it's doing right now is it's looking at the previous versions of your game and going, oh, that NFT is being used there. It's not actually, because that's not the version you have published. So that's the issue that needs to be fixed on the back end for our side. But if you are currently, and I haven't had this happen to me, so I haven't been able to test this, but if it's happening to you, try it out and let me know if it works. If you are encountering the issue where it says you can't publish because you don't have these assets, double check your presets to make sure that none of them are using those assets. And you can, either delete the preset or update the preset to not have that NFT asset in it. And then save your game 10 times. And let me know if that works. And hopefully I'm not just wasting your time. Ideally, it will then let you publish because you've cleared out the previous versions that had that NFT asset in there. And hopefully it'll all be resolved. That's that.
That's how did you figure out that you had to do it so many times?
Because I already knew that we saved 10 backups.
Gotcha.
Like I knew that because I've had to help people when they needed to get like a previous version restored. I knew that we were saving 10 old versions of it. And that's so when you save 10 times, then all those 10 previous saves, none of them are going to be using the NFT asset. A lot of times, so it probably, the reason why it's affecting some people and not other people is probably because over the course of a day, you're probably saving 10 times anyway. So there's a lot of people who what? I see you shouting 9 on Twitter. What? Oh, 9 experiences. Oh, Metafutura. So I thought this was in reference to me saying 10, saving 10 times, and I see a notification from Lucas going 9. It's like, no, 10.
No, 10, not
Totally
9.
unrelated
10 is
comment
the
on
magic
Twitter.
number. Yeah, I can see how those two would be seemingly linked.
So another issue, and this is one that we helped Go West with. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Go West was encountering an error where it was yelling about a preset not being available anymore. And what we figured out is that a spawner somewhere in the game was trying to spawn a preset that didn't exist anymore. So there was a spawner asset, much like one of these that I can't click on for some reason. Click on it. Click it. Click it. Thank you. A spawner like this, and it had the use preset turned on, and then the preset that it was trying to pull up was one that had been deleted. And I feel like that was an issue a long time ago that got fixed, and then now maybe it's back. Maybe this is because of the newer preset system that we got in the past year. So it's trying to reference a preset that doesn't exist anymore, and it was getting mad. So what we did to find it is the easy way to find it is you can click on, making sure everybody can see my screen, right? I didn't like change things around. Good. We go to this debug button here at the top, and we go to logic counter, and this shows every single time you have a basic platform, a spawn point, animated decoration, all your behaviors, and all your components. And it lists out every single one of them and how many times they're used. If you don't use a particular behavior, like you'll notice that there's not a lot of NPC behaviors in here. It's because I didn't use them. So it's only going to show the ones that are actually used. So we can click on any spawner, or we click on this and it shows us all the objects that are spawners as their behavior. And we can click on the little target and it'll just zoom right over to it, pull it up on our properties panel, and then we can check asset to spawn. It's actually gonna say preset, whatever preset it is, and you can check to see. Go West, when you fixed that, did the preset? Do you remember? Was the preset selection blank? Did it show the name of the preset? Did it show some sort of error or junk code? I'm curious to know what it actually looked like. I guess we could force it to happen, but I don't want to break the game right now. It had the weird name 89405. It sounds like a song. 8675309.
Sounds like a good song. So you should write that.
5DB47. So yeah, it had that instead of door spawner, which is what it was supposed to be. The door spawner preset got deleted. So then that's the asset ID for what that preset was. But the preset was deleted, so all it has is that ID reference that Go West is mentioning there in the Twitch chat. So the game code still goes, oh, go to that number, but then when the game tries to look up that number, there's no entry there because it got deleted. So that is why it was causing an error, and that's how you can find it, is you just go and look through your spawners, look through everything that has the preset spawner, and see if it has a weird name. And you cannot search for it. Oh yeah, you mean in the library you can't search for the ID.
The numbers and digits.
Yeah.
Well, numbers and letters.
Yeah, it's not in your library anymore because you deleted the preset. It's not, if we deleted Smurfberry, it would be asking for whatever that ID was. Or in the hierarchy. Yeah.
It's not going to show 2 different colored Smurfberries.
What? The other thing's oh yeah, it's Smurfberry potion. That's just the empty glass potion.
Oh, okay. I would say I didn't know there was different colored Smurfberries. My whole childhood was a lie.
All right, so let's fix Boombot over here, or let's check on Boombot. Let's make sure Boombot's okay. So we're gonna bring up our hierarchy. Boombot. And let's see what's up with him. He's doing his dance. He's playing sound. Oh, you know what? I think I made it so you had to talk to him in order to start the crowd event. Or you know what? I think it's just I think it's fine. I don't think we need to fix anything because I'm pretty sure, and all these duck boards
It's gonna work.
Well, I'm pretty sure that
What's up with all the duck boards, Alex?
I made the ceiling all pretty, but now there's so many of them. We gotta put these all in our first floor folder.
Mm.
Away to the organization. Boom, they're all gone. So Boombot, yeah. So Boombot here is a single player thing, and he's got a child with the Asker that's multiplayer. That's why it was yelling. So there's no issue here. The parent and child being, you know, single player or multiplayer. It's we're not mixing those logics. I had just attached it to it, but the thing doesn't even move. So there's no real problem there. So we did all that looking for nothing. We can just hit save. It's all good. Actually, oh, now it's gonna move where my screenshot was.
Oh no. Unacceptable.
Yeah. Let's hide this. Let's repose. I was really happy with where the view on that flower was. I think did I move it over this way? No, it was on the other side.
Yes.
It was like this.
No.
You're being the scarecrow over there. It's like, it's this way.
Basically, yeah. Yeah.
All right. So that's saving. Let's make sure Twitch is updated to us playing the sandbox. With our stream manager here. Because that's what we're about to do. We're about to start up our Mage raid. I just really wanted to get this done, but I had so many things going on today. And I'm not going to be here tomorrow. Or the next day.
Where are you going?
Or the next day. Or the next day. We're going to be in the New Hampshire mountains. And I'm going to be seeing if I can get an old film camera to work.
Okay.
My
Is
brother
there something
asked
specific you're going to film?
Photograph. It's just my dad's old camera from the 80s.
Gotcha.
It's just been sitting like in a box this whole time. My dad doesn't do photography anymore. And my brother asked me if the camera still works. And I'm like, I've never tested it since I asked Dad if I could have it because he hadn't used it in 20 years. And I have, I think, 3 rolls of film that's probably been expired for 10, 15 years. So
okay.
Just throw it in there and see if everything advances and the shutters work and stuff.
Are you going to try to take pictures with this film or just test it out and see if it works?
Yeah, all sorts of fun things can happen with expired film because they tend to get light leaks. And did you keep the film in the fridge? Nope. No, it wasn't. I inherited it.
Kept it in the microwave.
Don't do that. You'll probably start a fire. No, I got a desk so in the apartment building I lived in, it used to be all commercial offices and stuff. And then the what became my apartment was renovated from some of their offices. And they had an old desk and old storage drawers. So I got some furniture from this thing because they were just shutting down the offices.
Nice.
It wasn't even a business really. It was like a charity kind of. It was a
I was like, it was a sweatshop.
It was not a sweatshop. It was a local business organization where they would promote the local businesses. So they were a nonprofit in that they didn't actually make any money from what they did, but they had tried to boost the businesses around them by doing a newsletter and holding events and stuff like that. Because it was a small downtown area, and they were trying to get people more active with walking through the city and checking out the various things. So they shut down, and I got a desk and a bunch of different furniture things, and some of the drawers still had stuff in them, including there was just 3 rolls of film in there from 10 years before, and I was like, and they weren't used yet. They're still sealed. So I'm like, I guess I have a camera. I'll throw them in there eventually. But yes, it was. I know it's better to keep them in a cold place. Same thing with rubber bands and batteries. I think also. Actually, I'm not
And
sure.
Lucas.
And Lucas, yes, yeah. You know, you like being cold, which is funny given where you live. But
Yeah, yeah. It's quite the
I like being
cruel
cold.
joke.
I like being cold, and I live in a place that is cold half the year and boiling the rest of the year. We have an okay spring and fall here. Fall's nice. I like fall. All right, so let's update our stream here. Why can't I see the controls? Where's the button to change the category?
You have to X out the current category to change it to a new category.
Yeah, I think I did that already. Oh, there it is. It's just because I already hit the X and then I got distracted talking. It's just the bar that says search for a category, and I kept scrolling past it because it was so narrow.
It happens. That bar needs to do better.
It needs to raise the bar.
I set it up. I didn't even realize it, and you just home run.
All right, let's update that. Okay, now it says that we are doing the thing that we're doing.
Lucas is a black box.
Lucas is a black box?
Nope, I'm good now.
It's because I accidentally full screened the browser and it covered up Discord, which it shouldn't matter, but it does because of the way Discord works with the GPU, I think. All right, we're gonna take a banner Discord screenshot here as well. I guess we're gonna delete these logic donuts just temporarily for the screenshot. And hit undo. Now everything's back. And I don't think I can paste into this, can I? I cannot. So we're going to open up Paint. Good old MS Paint. We're going to save this as a PNG. And we're going to grab that image. Bam. Confirm. There we go. Lovely. Wizard of the Green City Garden. Game Splash. I guess we'll grab the same thing here.
Do you use MS Paint a lot?
Not a lot. Okay. Mostly when I have to save screenshots to my desktop, although sometimes, depending on what I'm doing with the screenshot, I just paste it directly into like a Discord or Slack message, and then you can grab the image from there.
Yeah.
But it mostly just for saving screenshots, because I use I switched it so my print screen button does the thing where I can grab, I don't know if you can see this on the stream, but I can actually like grab sections. And that doesn't save it to your desktop, but it puts it in your, your paste on your clipboard. Didn't I tell people that I would put screenshots of them in the other game, Carousel? I feel like I said I was going to do that.
No idea.
I never actually got around to doing it. Short description. Help Wizzy the Green and Papa Smurf tidy.
It's going off on this rooftop, yo.
The rooftop garden. Done. Then get lit with Boombot. Yeah, that's enough. And then we'll just paste it over here. We're not getting all fancy with the description. We're gonna do a map logo. I guess we'll do the same. We're being really sloppy with this at the moment, but that's fine. Actually, that looks okay. And save changes. Computers are MS Paint machines. Everything else is just fluff. You know, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe just like the key feature of a smartphone is the ability to call other people, because people do that every day on their smartphones, right?
Hmm.
Right?
No.
Right. I make like one phone call a week, maybe.
I'm about to say, man, we're very different people if that's how you use your phone. My phone does not get calls very often.
Lucas and I are both business owners, and
Yeah.
we make so few phone calls on an actual phone. I have
When people
way
call
more.
me, I'm just like, what are you doing? Why are you calling me?
What's wrong with you? Who hurt you?
Yeah.
Sorry. All right. All right. So while we are publishing this,
Oh,
we're gonna
published just fine,
jump.
it looks like.
What?
It looks like it's published just fine.
Yeah. Well, that's just the page. I still need to link it to land. But while that's firing up, we're gonna get the spider arc loading, because I'm linking the two experiences together, which is
How? Why for?
well, it's a staff feature, but I'm gonna see if we can make it available to more people, because I think it would be good if.
Oh, like a teleport type thing?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. Manage map location. We're gonna go for my lands, and we want the one just next to the spider arc. Where is it? This one's occupied, so that's negative 44, 41.
Do you want to write numbers down?
No, I should be able to see it, but I'm not actually seeing it. I'm seeing all the ones next to it.
What
I guess
shady alley door? Alex, what's going on back there?
And the mysterious rock wall on the tropical island. It's secrets. Secrets that have been secret for a long time.
They're not that secret.
Sounds like somebody who doesn't know what the secret is. It's not that special of a secret.
Secret.
Okay, it should be. Yeah, where is the one that's in the upper left corner? I mean, I guess we just look at the map.
Map. Nobody's got time for that.
Let's see. Map. And while that's going, we can edit this. All right. Where is my experience? It is right here. So the one I'm trying to put it on is negative 45, 41. Negative 45.
41.
No, I don't.
Vox Machina Studios in the house.
Hey,
how are you, my friend?
Oh, that's why. Okay, it wasn't showing the actual. Oh, I know why. Actually, no, I don't know why. Why did it show?
Let's say, tell us more right now.
I don't know why it's showing this icon. I was thinking if it was a 3x3 estate, maybe because it was the upper left corner, it was doing the whole estate, but it's not actually a 3x3 estate. It's a bunch of 1x1s in a 3x3 shape. So I don't know why, but we're choosing this one. Choose location. Got it.
Got it, coach.
And launch experience. Multiplayer. Launch experience. And let's go to the page. And of course, I gotta remove that middle part of the URL because, I have apostrophes and it doesn't like that on Twitch when we send those links. So I haven't tested this on multiplayer yet. Y'all are gonna do it for me. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. I just dropped the link in the chat for this experience. If you want to jump in there, and we're gonna fix this one real quick. What were those numbers, Lucas? It was negative 45.
41.
41.
Boom. I am helpful.
And now this. Wizzy the Green's Garden, City Garden. There we go. And then we're gonna change the Waygate. Oh, what was the word? I used a word for the interaction text. I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was
Jalopy.
Travel.
I was way off.
And Waygate to City Garden. And activation delay 3 seconds.
GoF927 says, wait. Portals from land to land works now? It does for staff members?
Feature. I am being very privileged right now.
You're helping to test a feature that will eventually get pushed to the masses, and the way it gets pushed to the masses is by people like you testing it. You're simply helping
we'll go with
angels like Go West and Tom Voxel get what they want.
I'm trying to find out why, what's the reason we don't have this yet. And it may be because we're trying to encourage travel to adjacent lands, but we also disabled the adjacent land travel feature that existed before. So all my lands are right next to each other. So, if that feature still existed, I would have been using that to let people travel from game to game because they're all in a square together. So I don't know why we don't have that available, but I am trying to find out, and we'll see if we can fix that. All right, so I'm going to close this experience, and I'm going to relaunch it. Just a wizard's apprentice. Well, we're going to see if we can. We'll see if we can level you up. I make no promises on when this will happen, but I would like it to happen for everybody, because I feel like it's important for people who have, especially a series of games. If you have multiple lands that you're using for, like, chapter 1 is this land and chapter 2 is this land, and you want to continue a narrative, I think that's a compelling thing to do. So it'd be nice if you can get people to that next chapter.
Yeah, very much so.
All right. It seemed to publish that one, so let me see. We're going to start our mage raids now, finally.
Where are we going?
Only took the first
you already dropped
hour.
The link.
I already dropped the link.
Yeah. I already dropped the link. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I'm going to redrop the link.
Hit play.
This is the link. Wait.
And I'll update the pages and it'll look nicer and stuff, but let's see if everything works.
Happened, but
This is my first time testing all of these things in multiplayer. Run, my guinea pigs. Oh, the image is all stretched. I need to take a better screenshot. It's all right. We're going with fast and functional today.
Okay.
Hey, we're in. Oh, I don't like the startup. Default level name. You made it. My awesome level description. I forgot to set all that stuff. Oh, this game is awesome. All right. So we can see all of our pictures here. We can turn off the lights if we want. And I don't have any animations. I'm just sliding around. Whee.
I mean, when people move around like that, I like to think about Jafar from the original Aladdin movie. That guy never took steps. He just floated from room to room. It's one of the reasons he looked so evil.
I never thought about that.
Yeah. So you're just basically what you're a he was a wizard. You're a wizard.
Okay.
Clearly, this is like a wizard trait.
I feel like some of this is a little bit too empty. I do want to put some stuff over here, but we're good for now. We're live.
I don't know. Lydia's kind of creeping me out, man.
Lydia is an angel, and if you think otherwise, there's something wrong with you.
She's just hanging out on a rooftop, randomly waving at people for forever.
She only waves when she sees you. See, she's not waving right now. You have to come into view. And then she waves. She's just being a friendly person and greeting you, Lucas.
Yeah, she's got ulterior motives. She got ulterior motives. I don't trust her.
Are our fish moving around the way we want? Yeah.
I mean, looking pretty good to me.
Yeah, the fish are looking good.
The only way that fish could be moving any better is if you're flopping around on a hot plate.
All right, let's gather our quests here. Let's talk to Wizzy the Green. He asks us to gather the raccoons. And then we go and pick them up. Oh, can I? Why does he have collision? He's not supposed to have collision. Oh no, I made the cardinal sin. So you know how grass is Joe's biggest trigger when there's collision on grass?
Yes.
My biggest trigger is when there's collision on NPCs in multiplayer and they're wandering around and then you bump into their ghosts and they don't work correctly. That's fine. And honestly, I didn't remember there being collision on that, but now I know that I need to fix that. Good to know. We need 2 more raccoons. There is one here. And one here. They're decently hidden, I think. All right. Wizzy the Green. How's it going? I think I found them all. Some of the golden raccoon, behold. And then, you know what? I wanted to, I didn't do this yet. I wanted to have Wizzy the Green give you a green hat. Because we have Wizzy the Purple give you a purple hat. And that way, if you take a Mage Raid screenshot, if you complete the quest, you can get your bonus points from having that hat. You don't even, no purchase necessary. You just have to play a quest.
I like it.
Pop Smurf. Let's get Papa Smurf his Smurf berry. I need to fill the bucket with water. Okay, everything seems to be working with the bucket. We get a Smurf
So you just take the bucket into the water and it fills up the water?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You haven't been watching. So the bucket, we spent a whole 4 hours setting this bucket up.
Gonna say, that's pretty fancy.
So the bucket, when you pick it up, the handle lifts up. It is also an empty bucket.
I was here when you made the bucket originally.
Yeah. And then when we jump in the water, it fills up with water. And
Can you give me a quick 30-second synopsis on how that happened or how you did that?
Yep. And when we put it down, not on all the animation stuff, but on the filling up, sure. So quick synopsis is we have the bucket with a handle, and we needed the handle because you can't, when you pick up an object, when you're using the pickable component, when you pick it up, all behavior for that object stops until you put it down. So if we use the animated decoration behavior, like we do on this bucket, to change the animation state, if we are picking it up with a component, a pickable component, it won't animate. So that's why the handle is a separate object with the bucket as a child of that. So the bucket is missing. Is it because I have it? I wasn't the first one in here. Where did you put the bucket? The bucket should respawn. Okay, so your 30-second synopsis on how does the bucket work? It is a pickable object. We put a sensor volume, trigger volume, sorry, in the water. So that way, anytime we enter the water, it sends a message, but only in the space of this area. So us jumping in the water without the bucket does not fill up the bucket.
Okay.
Only when we... Wait, I say that, but did I test it? I don't think it does. If I jump in the water, if I move the bucket over here and I jump in the water, yeah, it doesn't fill it up. So the bucket has to be in the water. If the I think it doesn't sense me, it senses the bucket. So if the bucket enters the trigger volume of the water, it sends a message that says, "Hey, there's water in the bucket now." And we actually have a whole bunch of toggle switches as logic donuts that say what the state of the bucket is. There's one for if the bucket is full of water, one for the bucket being empty, and then duplicate those. And so one where the bucket's full of water and the handle's up, one where the bucket's full of water and the handle's down, empty, handle up, empty, handle down. And so the process of me interacting with the bucket will toggle the state of the handle position and whether I've jumped in the water with the bucket to fill it up, or if I've put the bucket over by the Smurfberry bush, will empty it. And so all those toggles just kind of go in a loop, and we can do it over and over again.
Nice.
Lieutenant General said Scam found all the raccoons but didn't get the green hat. It's because I didn't do that yet. I was saying that I wanted to do that, but I forgot. This experience is 95% complete. There is a kill respawn for the bucket, but only if you are carrying it. So we wanted to make sure that people couldn't lose the bucket somewhere out in space. So there's another trigger volume that senses if the bucket leaves the rooftop. I think we can carry it downstairs. Yeah, we can carry it downstairs. But if we carry it off the roof, it explodes and respawns. But only if the bucket does that. So if you've lost the bucket, are other people unable to find the bucket? Because I'm pretty sure you would have had to move the bucket yourself.
Maybe somebody flipped it upside down and they're mistaking it for a chair.
I suppose we could have had a conversation with Senor Espinoso to respawn the bucket.
Tom says he's holding the bucket right now, so it's all Tom's fault.
But the bucket's still there. It's a single player item, so it should be there for everybody. And it doesn't spawn, it starts there. So if you can't find the bucket, it's because you misplaced it, I believe. Oh, you had it, but you can no longer see it. So I would retrace your steps. Maybe you put it under a chair. It shouldn't let you drop the bucket inside a block like this.
What if it's in the water?
It will let you drop it in water. But
that's where it is. Got to be there.
Yeah. But like if I try to put it down here, yeah, it doesn't let me put it down.
It's a very possessive bucket.
But it will let me put it down in the water.
Tom Boxel wants everyone to know that it's his bucket. Oh, guess what? Go West found it. It was in the water. Boom.
Nice. Oh. You can lead a Go West to water, but you can't make them pick up the bucket.
Oh, that's wonderful.
All right, so we got our Smurfberry potion here. Drink up. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. What? Oh, no. It doesn't work. We're not going to be able to get our trails.
Wait, is there a disco party going on across the street on that roof? I'm at a loss for words because I'm like,
what? But for some reason, it brings me right back here instead of taking me over there. And I'm wondering if it's because the potion that spawns is a single player. It spawns from a single player asset. And I'm wondering if the multiplayer because the teleport thing is only a multiplayer thing. So there is a disco party there. It is rocking,
But I'll never get to see it.
but you'll not get to see it. You can look from a distance. There's bubbles.
That's
There's
rude,
disco
Alex.
lights.
You're rude.
There's people dancing.
Yeah,
Without
they look
us.
like they're having a great time
Like,
without me.
These Smurfs even have a little conversation. They say, one says, "I could dance forever, but my feet are turning blue." All right.
It's funny because one of them actually has blue feet.
Yeah, well, I assume they both have blue feet, but one of them's wearing white shoes.
Well, one of them is wearing blue shoes.
Yeah.
You do what I meant.
All right. So we know that there's some things that need to get fixed there. Thank you everybody for helping me test that. I've got some notes. This is what all the duck boards are.
Mm.
We got a fancy ceiling going on. All right. So now let's see if this waygate works. Waygate to spider. Oh wait. No, don't cancel.
What?
We got to take the Mage raid photo.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I'm like,
Ooh,
thank you everybody for running around. I'm not going to give you any points for this. I would have wanted. Oh, good. Yeah, up on the roof is good. Or I mean, obviously we're all up on the roof, but up here is a perfect spot.
Yes. Got a question from Skyhand110 over on YouTube. If you got a second.
Yeah, what's that?
Any idea when we will be able to sell avatars? I would love to sell custom animation packs.
So that's kind of two different things. So, oh, sorry. Had to clear my throat there. Came out of nowhere. So it's sort of two separate things. So avatars are primarily a rig and the model, and the animations for a lot of the avatars are baked in. So like you see like mad balls jumping around and stuff with their
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's a mad ball here right now. Let's go ahead and take this screenshot while everybody's waiting. Ta-da. So
That's a good picture right there.
It is a good picture. So some of the avatars do have some animations baked in. So like J-Dog here is kind of doing their own little wiggle thing. Vox is frozen in a climbing position. That's interesting.
I was gonna say, how did they do that?
I've seen similar bugs happen before. So there's a few different animations that sets there. However, we're trying to move towards a system that's going to be easier to work with for avatar designers, where the animations are baked in. They're not baked in. The animations are like a live updating side file. Like it will load independently. So what we have right now for the custom built avatars, where you can mix and match the body parts on our dashboard, those all load an animation set from a rig called Gray Man. He's actually the one that you see if you go to avatar here and you click on this one. This is Gray Man, and all we have to do, yes, all we have to do is re-upload this Gray Man asset with the latest animations. Anytime we add a new feature, say we add, like, I don't know, horseback riding, you would need a set of animations for that. Driving a car, you would need a set of animations for that. All sorts of like gun shooting mechanics, we would need a set of animations for that. So we just put them on this asset, and then everybody who's using the mix and match body parts gets those animations. We're working on moving all of these other avatars to be compatible with that system. So they may have custom animations, baked into them. I think some that's required for some. Like some have that was part of like the setup for them. Like Snoop Dogg has like a custom dance for the legendaries. Um, the Mad Balls have their custom animations. But the goal is that when we add new features, which we're doing all the time, that we be able to just update the one file and then all the avatars will have access to those new features. Because if you do it without um, if you don't have it live updating like that, then a whole bunch of avatars will not be able to do the new things, or at least not do them in a way that looks good. So that's where the animations are kind of separate from the avatars. Now we are, I I don't know how much I can say about this, but we are working on getting creators access to make their own avatar collections. That's something that was, I think Andy Ritchie did a stream on it showing like the mix and match avatar, or not mix and match, but the generative avatar designer. Um, and yes, we want to leave that. Let's go all over to the elevator door and see if this successfully takes us to the next experience. Um, yeah, so I think Andy did a stream showing that. I don't know how soon that tool may or may not be available to the public, but I know that we are working on more avatar options for people to potentially create their own things. When it comes to custom animating for those avatars, I don't know if they're only going to use the preset gray man animations or if you'll be able to make your own emotes and things like that. I know that's something that we've been talking about for a long time, and I think I remember there was that whole like event with Dance Fight. I can't remember if it was them or somebody else. We were talking about the possibility, and this is not like a promised feature or anything, but just the possibility of like NFT animations would be a really cool idea, to be able to collect emotes and dances, or like limited edition dances, things that like only your character could do. Would be pretty neat. So I don't know if there's any sort of progress towards that, but it would be interesting to see.
Very much so. And yeah, oh, oh.
Oh, 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 oh. What?
I have a kitten running across my desk, and her tail caught my cord and almost pulled my headphones off. What was it? Skyhead 110 had one other question. They said, okay, so what it was actually, you were kind of correct that their one question was two questions. So they'd put it in two different comments, but they seemed like they flowed together. So I just read them as one.
Mhm.
But also, they said, okay, is there any chance can I sell animations to the sandbox?
So we do have a whole maybe sell me a swimming animation. I mean, we already have swimming animations, but sorry, this is just making me crack up.
It's pretty wonderful, I'm not gonna lie.
All right. What was I gonna say? As far as selling animation, so we do have a whole animation team, and they've worked on plenty of animations that are not available yet. Ones that people haven't seen yet. So I don't know that they're currently looking for animators or looking to buy animations that are already made. What you can definitely do is you can make assets with that animation, and you can make kind of a template for yourself to sell to other people. So if you wanted to make NPCs that do, I don't know, 5 different dances, and that's kind of a template that you have for yourself, where somebody could ask you, hey, I want to have a character that can do this dance, or even cool, like some fight choreography. You could have 2 NPCs fighting each other as a little battle that could go on to the side, and then you can offer that, whether through like a Patreon or just communicating through people on Discord or Twitter or wherever. You can share, hey, I've got this animated scene. I can put your original characters in this scene. And so somebody, say a modeler who's not experienced in animating, could go, oh, cool. Well, I've got these characters. Can you put them in there? And then you would simply be able to just kind of pop them into that. And then I would suggest minting it for them if you wanted to keep the value of your animations. Because the difficulty would be that if you gave them the file, they would then have your animations and they could make whatever they wanted with your animations. So if you want to protect your work, you would want to have it where you can sell the animation, and then they, as part of your deal, maybe you'd have a contract saying that you're not going to use their models, their IPs, without their permission, but that they're giving you license to use the model for minting that. And that's, I always recommend having contracts for these sorts of things, because it's people, you never know who you're working with. You don't know what to expect. So a contract keeps you safe, keeps them safe, and helps avoid drama. So you would want to say, okay, I'm promising to not use your model for anything else other than minting this NFT for you. Maybe they even send you the catalysts for it, or that can just be part of your fee that would include the price of the catalyst, because the Sandbox is now selling catalysts at a set price right on the website.
Yes.
I'm actually not sure. I haven't seen where that page is.
I have it linked in our chat.
Is it on? It's right on the marketplace.
It is.
So,
so here we go. I'll drop the link again it's sandbox.game/about/catalyst.
Here we go. So now you can buy the catalysts right from the website. So if we say we needed some common, it shows that it's 1 sand for a common and
I think it's like 200 sand for a legendary. I know Tom Voxel put a tweet for it earlier. The prices for everything. Let me pull that up real quick.
You only buy one at a time. There's no oh wait, you can add it to your cart. There we go. That's how you do it.
Here we
if you click the buy button, it'll just buy one. But if you add it to your cart, you can say like, okay, I need 250 common catalysts for this, and it's going to cost me 250 sand. Cool. So you can also go right to Marketplace, and there's buttons there, and then you would just want to click Add to Cart.
Yeah, so it's legendary. Legendary is 200 sand. Epic is 40. Rare is 10. Uncommon is 3. And common is 1.
There we go.
And cool. It's Skyhand110 is asking, what's the link? It's if you want to buy one, you can literally just go to the Sandbox Marketplace.
Yep. Just go to sandbox.game, click Marketplace, and they're right here at the top with these buy buttons.
Very top.
Yep. So you want to
the link that Alex was on. It was just explaining it all. It goes over like the process of like why this is a thing.
Yeah, and you can probably, is there an about down here? Nope, but that's okay.
The about is actually on the homepage under the link for the purchase that we were just talking about. So if you go back to the main page for the marketplace, and it says it has all the shiny images for the catalyst. Right below that, it says more info. Oh. Yeah. Ooh. There you go. More info. Boop, boop.
You can add to your wish list. Or yeah, more info. There it is. And that's about/catalysts. So yeah. So super convenient. Now you can buy in bulk a lot easier, because I know before, if you went to OpenSea and you went to like the people selling it at the lowest price, that price will fluctuate, and then you might be able to buy 5 at one price, 4 at another price, 10 at another price, and so it gets a little complicated. So this way you can just go, hey, I want to buy this many, and people can still list there. So like if you have a legendary catalyst and you're like, I don't have anything I want to mint. I would rather just sell this and get the, significant amount of sand that you'd get from a legendary catalyst. Then you can list for sale. Say, I have 39 common catalysts right now, so I can list them for sale. I can select how many of them, and I can set a price. So you could set it above or below market if you wanted.
There's actually there's a max price you can list them for now too.
The catalysts?
Yeah.
Oh.
I believe I saw that on OpenSea. One second, let me see real quick. Was that?
It doesn't seem to be setting a maximum on the sandbox for me, but nobody's gonna buy a common catalyst for 4,000 sand from me. Like it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's an OpenSea feature. So like if I go and I look at the rare catalysts on OpenSea, it says max price of 48 sand.
So I would say there's probably not a lot of use in listing your catalysts above market price on the sandbox. You could certainly list them on OpenSea at whatever price makes sense for you. And I don't know if I needed to buy catalysts and somebody was selling enough catalysts for me to buy and it was at market price, I would probably buy it from them before I bought it from the sandbox, just because the sandbox has a lot of catalysts, and if somebody's trying to offload theirs, I'm going to help them out. So I would look at the market prices, but if you're listing above market price on the sandbox, we're probably not going to sell because the sandbox has 38,000 of those for sale at 1 sand. I'm not going to buy 47 of them at almost 3 sand. Just a if you really need to get rid of them, then I would sell them at 0.9 sand. Can you do that? You should be able to do that. If I want to sell 0.9. Yeah, so you can list them at just under, and you got to offload a bunch of catalysts that you got from an event or something like that. Then you can do that. Boycott OpenSea until they make sure to pay creators. I don't know if you saw it, but the Sandbox did tweet out that we're doing something special with Magic Eden. We'll check them out real quick. Sandbox game. Let's see. Where was it? Here it is. We're excited to announce you can now purchase and sell the Sandbox NFTs on Magic Eden. From land to avatar collections, there's now more ways to shop your favorite NFTs. Head to magiceden.io and take a look. And it seems that they're giving bonus diamonds to people who purchase Sandbox assets on Polygon. Or either, I don't know if it's buying or selling, but check out the related info. Let me paste this in the chat. Where'd it go? Here we go. So yeah, the Magic Eden. I think didn't Bored Ape Yacht Club try working with Magic Eden more?
I do not know.
I don't remember if it was Bored Ape Yacht Club or Clone X, but one of them, or maybe both of them, were emphasizing working with Magic Eden more because Magic Eden is respecting royalty contracts better than OpenSea. OpenSea, I think by default, OpenSea pays the royalties, but you can turn it off really easily. And that's not why a bunch of artists got into crypto art. Most of the artists that I've ever talked to are like, yeah, I thought crypto art was cool because I would get royalties on stuff. Because in traditional art, you sell a painting for $50. You should, if you make a painting, you should probably be selling it for more than $50. I know that's difficult to do oftentimes, but don't undervalue yourself. I will always advocate for artists valuing themselves higher than they think they need to be valued.
110%.
Oftentimes you're more likely to make a sale as an artist if you price it higher than if you price it too low.
Can I tell a little story real quick?
Absolutely.
So back in the day, I used to work in the nightclub industry. And one of the things that we used to do on a pretty regular basis, and people are going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe you did this. But sometimes we would take packages and we would make them bigger and fluffier, and we would sell them for way more than they were actually valued at. Like about 3,000% markup is what we would on average do. And we would put it on the menu as And these, no, it was a high end. I worked in high end nightclubs. I actually did a lot of consulting in like Las Vegas and things like that, and places like that. And but we would take these packages and we would put them down at 3,000% markup, and we would just put them on the menu, just because. And we would call them like the diamond package or something like that. It didn't really come with a whole lot more, but because we valued it, people gave it value. And I use that as an example to my artist friends all the time. Like, would you rather sell one painting for what it's actually worth, or have to make 10 paintings at a fraction of what you're actually selling them or should sell them for? Because if you're selling them at a fraction, then you have to put in 10 times the work to make for one what you should be making. And so really just put it like weigh your cost time benefit here and look at what you should be making and how much time you're putting into it, and then overvalue it a little bit in your head, because when you give it value, other people are going to give it value as well.
Yeah. So, a lot of crypto artists wanted to get into, or a lot of artists wanted to get into crypto art because they found out that you could set up royalties on the contract, so that way when somebody resells the artwork, you get residuals from that. Because what's happened since people started paying for art is that, Pablo Picasso sold this painting for, well, actually, yeah, Pablo Picasso is a bad example because he sold significant amounts of art in his lifetime. It was Van Gogh, who didn't really sell anything while he was alive. He barely sold anything while he was alive. And most artists in general will sell some of their artwork in their lifetime at whatever the lowest price it's ever going to be, probably, because people, if they're going to resell it, are going to want to sell it as an investment where it gained value. And so 100 years later, you've got people reselling these artworks for $1 million, $10 million, just these bigger and bigger prices, where sometimes the artist is still alive and they're sitting there like, oh, I wasn't even able to pay rent when I sold that painting, and now you are able to buy like 5 houses with that.
Yeah.
And it's encouraging for the artist to like be able to do more with that, and there's lots of good reasons for doing it. So when I appreciate OpenSea, like that's where I've done a lot of the work that I've done has been through OpenSea's tools, and it hurts to see them kind of undercut the artists and be like, oh yeah, well, they set this up so that way they get residuals, but we'll make sure that you can circumvent it. And they did that mostly because there were other platforms that were letting it work that way, and they were losing business to those platforms. And I don't know, it's weird. Anyway,
did I finish my point by saying that the diamond packages would actually sell? Did I say that? I don't think I did. Okay, just making sure.
I felt like I got that point across. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because we would sell them semi-regularly, and people would pay it, and it would always surprise me when they did.
There's a thing note in wine, in the wine industry, where typically you want to, if at a restaurant, you want to buy like the mid-priced bottle, because the highest priced bottle is always, and this is like, are you a savvy buyer or are you trying to show off your wealth? And for an artist, like, do you want to have scruples and be like, oh, I only want to have people who like really understand the value of my work be the ones to buy it, or do you want people who will pay you more money to buy it? And while I would like people who understand the value of the artwork to be the ones able to buy it, I also like to feed my family. So if somebody will pay me more money for the artwork, I will try to go in that direction. But you can also tier these things, right? Because you can still sell prints, and you can still do smaller pieces, and you can do smaller commissions and stuff. Jar Jar, Jackie Chan Pink said they made their own Wizzy hat. Where are you, Jar Jar?
Where'd they say that?
I see you're wearing like it looks like you're wearing a little party hat. I don't know if that's a Wizzy hat.
Hey, you know
I don't
what?
know if I just can't see it or what.
It's not a party without a Wizzy hat, so I feel like the two kind of go hand in hand.
All right. We're going to do some Mage raids. We're going to go blasting through a couple things, because I wanted to play more games than this, but we got talking about building stuff. So we're going to do news of the week, and we're going to if you've got a game for us to play, particularly multiplayer, put it in the chat. While we're doing news of the week, I'm going to be queuing up a bunch of games for us to blast through and get going with this. All right, Lucas and I.
Hello and welcome to the news of the week with me, PandaPops. This week we have the Jam We Met Avatar Collection registration, so join the allow list, the solo leveling event happening. You can also mint your avatar for the solo leveling avatar collection. Hop on over to the mint page, click mint your avatar, make sure you have your wallet connected. You'll need 100 sand per avatar you wish to mint. Click the amount you wish to mint, and then click confirm. Next up is the Tiny Quest Game Jam. The theme is survival. Enter the universe of the Little Prince and go on an adventure in the latest Game Jam. You have 3 weeks to create your game. Reward pool of 60k sand, 20 lands up for grabs, and catalysts as well. Make sure to click on that and take part. We are in week 6 of the Builders Challenge number 2. I hope you guys are getting those experiences published onto the map and taking part in this amazing Builders Challenge. So many amazing experiences to see, and we'll be showing some of those in our mentions of the week. Hop on over to the VoxEdit Twitter account where you'll be able to see the latest VoxEdit contest. You can also find this in creator announcements over in our Discord. Rise of the Meme Coins VoxEdit contest. We'd like you to design a wearable or a whole wearable set based off of these select meme coins. You must use the equipment template for your submissions to be valid. And an additional 100 sand to anyone that makes a full wearable set will be given to those who place in the top 10. We have the prize breakdown, 10,000 sand total pool split between 1st to 10th place, and then there is a participation prize of 30 sand. In other news, artists will be super excited for this, that Sandbox now have catalysts up for sale in the marketplace. So you are now going to be able to purchase catalysts. One common will be 1 sand, uncommon will be 3 sand, rare 10, epic 40, and legendary 200 sand. Make sure to hop on over to the forum so you can see more information here, and there will be educational videos going into detail about what catalysts are coming soon. Now for our mentions of the week. The first experience we are mentioning is Wallhugger by Tempest Studios.
Good morning, mechanic. There is an emergency maintenance call on decommissioned sublevel 103. Please be careful. Our last team did not return, and I don't trust those other mechanics. Good luck, mechanic.
Our next experience mention is the Backrooms Game Jam Alice's Room. And our next one is After Dark Zombie Survival by Meta Guild Studio. Next up, we are going to be highlighting some assets. So the Sandfam Cafe mug, number 4. Great little equipment right here. This adorable steampunk hat by Kobu Saw. This amazing steam police robot by Chocopunk. Absolutely fantastic. Great animations on this one. As mentioned earlier, catalysts are now up for sale, so you can click the buy on the catalysts, where you can go and purchase catalysts from the sandbox. You'll also be able to see other catalysts that are listed up for sale. Now back to your regular scheduled content.
Hello, everybody, and we're back. If you haven't joined us already, we are in Jump Skip Run by Go West. Jump Skip Pass. Jump Skip Run. Jump Skip Pass. And that is linked up in the chat, so you can join us for a little parkour run. It looks like it is very different than what I remember it looking like. I haven't tested out this new version.
It does look. It looks quite different.
Yeah, it's gonna be
We've played this
interesting.
before, right?
I've played this before. I don't think I played it on stream. But I have played it before. I got an okay time. That was when I said Panda was a tryhard, I think. When when she,
I don't remember that. Can you give me some context around that comment?
I think I said it on Twitter. Was it about this game or was it about something else? I don't remember. I think I made that comment more than once. Lovingly.
What comment was it? What comment was it again?
Lucas is trying to start a fight now.
I'm not trying to get anybody to record a soundbite. What are you talking about?
It's been done. And you know Panda has to see it because she's doing the clip reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is different. It feels very weird doing this without having animations on my character. Ooh. You actually fit inside the... I didn't know that.
That's awesome. It's the little things sometimes. But can you get out?
You have to crawl.
Okay.
It
Makes
does
sense.
work, though. Oh, what you doing over there, Go West? Oh. Why can't I jump over? What?
So, question from Skyhand110. Looking at the dragon, has VoxEdit Animator added spline animations? If not, any plans to? It's spelled S-P-L-I-N-E.
Yep, spline is correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's a word I'm not familiar with.
Basically, spline is when you make a line in 3D and say a thing is going to follow this. And it oftentimes the lines are curved.
Okay.
So you would put a curved path in. What, is there an invisible? What are you guys running on?
Maybe they're in an observation booth?
What? How far does this thing go down? Oh, there. Ah! Why
I
is
guess
there an
that answers your
invisible
question.
maze? Okay. that was a thing. So yeah, splines. It's basically you make something kind of like a Bezier curve, where you got you define points and you say okay, a line goes from point A to point B, and then you can adjust the velocity and distance, so you end up with all sorts of different curves. And then you can connect multiple ones of them to make a whole path. And
Gotcha.
those spline paths are used in animation to make an object follow a certain path. So no, there's not currently any splines in VoxEdit. I don't know if there are plans to add it. We've mostly tried to keep VoxEdit's features pretty beginner friendly. I know that we added inverse kinematics. I have not gone through the whole process of learning that. I mean, I kind of understood how it worked before, but it didn't work as well when I learned it. And from what I understand, it works way better now. And I don't do a lot of character animations, so inverse kinematics is not something that I typically need to use. What I do is typically more mechanical animations or effects where it doesn't really matter if there's inverse kinematics. So as far as, I just noticed how gray these bushes are. Is there a lighting filter, or did you make assets that look like the bushes and they're just darker? I'm confused now.
Well, there's multiple colors of bushes, so...
Yeah, but I'm used to there being a bright green and a dark green. But these are like almost gray. But then there's
They
this
look
green
rocks
next
almost.
to them. Are there more bushes than there used to be? Are there some desaturated bushes? I kind of like them.
It could be dragon eggs. There's a giant dragon flying around.
True. Those are basic assets.
Go west. Oh, yeah.
And they're not the same green bushes that we've always had, right? Yeah, so they did do a real good job with this animation. So there's like a little bit, what you could see when it was going down there, it had a little bit of roughness to it, which is what a spline animation would help solve. It would smooth that out because it would be following a specific curve. You can, if you want to get really old-fashioned, you could keyframe every single frame to get a perfectly smooth system. What I typically do if I need to have some sort of curving animation like that is I will set up nodes at the center point of those curves. So I think we're going to fire up MS Paint again. It's just an MS Paint kind of day. So what I'll do is I'm setting up the nodes that I need, and I know that I need to have an object follow this path here. So
What is that? The dragon that's flying around, what's the name of that asset?
I don't know. We can look it up. It
I
is
felt like I could just search dragon and I would find it.
a wood dragon by Oyaman. I think this one's sold out actually.
I'm not finding it on the marketplace at all, even in the sold out feature, but maybe I need to.
It says there's 30 minted. Oh, I have one.
Not surpriser.
I don't remember
Not
buying it.
surpriser.
Did they give it to me?
Surprising.
Oh, I think it said in the description, giveaway for Oyman supporters in 2023. So I think we like promoted the fact that they made this before.
That's a super rad asset.
It's got a bunch of different animations. It's got an attack. It's got a few
So
different
well
idols.
done.
It's got a pose. So back to our little example here. So you have something like this set up. We know that we're going to need to curve around this point in the middle. So yeah, adding splines would be a good thing. I can talk to the team about the possibility of it, but that's a whole like advanced feature set that would require not just changes to what tools are available. Obviously, we need more tools to feature those things, but the interface, there would have to be major changes to how they interact. So what I do is I put a node in the middle, and I'll call it like a rotation node. And so that in my hierarchy, I would have rotation, and then I make a child node for that called offset. And that will be my distance to here. So this isn't a perfect circle. Like this distance is longer than this distance. And so, and actually it is simpler now. You don't have to do it quite this way because we have separate keyframes for position and rotation now, which we didn't used to have. And I was forgetting that because I haven't done something like this in a while. So since that feature got added, I haven't actually really had to use it that much. So you could actually do this with just one node. So you would say that at keyframe 1, you have this distance on your offset node and this rotation. And then at keyframe 2, you've made that shorter to the shorter length, and you rotate it 90 degrees. And then at this, you now have it at this new rotation. So what you end up with is this block moving across this whole path in a nice smooth arc. And you can have it accelerate. It's going to go faster through the first part, and then it's going to ramp up in speed using an acceleration curve, and then you would ramp down in speed. So you end up with a smooth animation that changes velocity, changes the way it's turning, and it can be kind of complicated to set up, but that's why it's good to have some planning. But if we fire up VoxEdit real quick, I can show you. Where's a good one for it? We'll do it in here just because it's handy. So if you open up one of these, I might be in the way. 1 second. I gotta move some things around. There we go. So this little drop down arrow here next to the node name, it actually splits out your position X, position Y, position Z, rotation X, rotation Y, rotation Z. So by default, we have auto slurp on, and slurp is, I don't remember what slurp stands for, but it has nothing to do with your tongue. It's something about something linear, something rotation, something point. I don't remember what it stands for, but auto slurp basically means that all of the XYZ are tied together into one key. So if I do a key on X, it's going to key for all of these. I don't know if you can see that right there. I made a keyframe for all the rotations. So it's combining the X, Y, and Z rotations all together for each keyframe. But if I turn off auto slurp, I can actually make separate keyframes. See how it's split now?
And that's what you want?
You might want it. You might want it. You don't have to have it. But you can define separate points where you accelerate, decelerate, and different positions at different times. So let's select a node that doesn't have a lot of stuff on it. So you might say, okay, I want this object to be rotated on its x-axis at this point, but I also want it rotating on its y-axis at a different speed and at a different stopping point. And I also want it rotating on its z-axis at a different stopping point, different speed. So because you can do these all at separate times, it's a smooth motion from this point to this point and smooth rotation from this point to this point. Without, if you forced these all to be auto slurped to all use the same keyframe, that can make that motion very chunky. It'll make it kind of start and stop, and it's not going to smooth it out across all those points. So you can turn off auto slurp, and then you can have more fine-tuned control. You can change what the acceleration curves, the interpolation curves are on each of those rotations. And you can also do the same thing with X, Y, Z positioning. So you just have a lot more fine-tuned control. It used to be in VoxEdit, because we couldn't separate all of these, it was just one keyframe for all 6 position data inputs. Every single keyframe had to be happening at the same time, and you couldn't smooth out. You couldn't start and stop on the X and Y position, but still have it moving in the Z direction unless you put it on a separate node, and it made your hierarchies a lot more complicated. So just because you can separate all these things by expanding with this arrow, you can make much smoother motions than you used to be able to. But having a spline where you can say, so the way a spline curve would work is actually what this tool is. See, I can do that. That's a spline. So you define point A, you define point B, you define point A's angle and velocity, and you define point B's angle and velocity. And so now you can have this really smooth curve, and you can tell an object to follow it. So that's where a spline is really good. But you can still do this by setting different rotation points. So each rotation point is going to be a separate node. So you'd have rotation, rotation, rotation. You don't have to worry about the offset because we have that ability to split out those keyframes.
Yeah.
And now you can say, okay, it's going to curve along. Let's choose a different color. Where are my brushes? I want it bigger. There we go. So you could say it's going to follow along this curve. And then you put your keyframe and say you want it to follow along a different curve like that. So you need to have another node here. So you have, oops, for this first part of the curve, we are using rotation 1. We do all of our keyframes associated with that. We stop using that rotation. Now we use the next rotation and we go along this one. And so you can make this more complicated curve. It is harder, but it does work. Or
that's really cool.
Or you can do it the like manual way, and you can be like, okay, I'm gonna move this thing here at this frame, and 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 this frame. And that's gonna make a real kind of choppy animation, but it's a lot simpler to set up. All right. We're here to play
sometimes
games
people
though.
Want choppy.
What was that?
I said sometimes people want choppy.
Yes. Sometimes people want choppy. All right,
tool
what was
for
the
every
deal?
job, a job for every tool.
What was the deal with this invisible?
It's a room. It's like a viewing platform area,
Yeah.
so you
How do
can
you get
watch
there?
the race in progress.
Oh wait, is that what this door is for?
Door?
Oh, okay. See, I saw that door over
Viewing
here,
area.
and I thought that would just take you back to that, but I didn't realize it would put you over here.
Mm. I'd be
That's
hanging
pretty
out
cool.
in that viewing area so hard.
All right, how do we exit the viewing area? Do we just / respawn, or what's the sign say? Need a speed boost? Take this. Oh, you can interact with the door through that wall.
Mm-hmm.
What is? Oh, it's Paris Hilton. The hair was confusing me. I thought her head was like, I thought the hat was in like a really weird position on her head.
Mm.
All right, everybody, let's line up on the starting line.
Yeah.
Let's do a Mage raid image, screenshot, photo. I know words. And
Your mouth words.
Jar Jar is looking like a pile of junk.
Hey, that's fancy junk to you, mister.
It is very fancy junk, but I was like, what is this pile of stuff over here? Oh, it's Jar Jar. Oh, wow.
Jar
I didn't
Jar
realize
is
there's
not
so many
junk.
people in here. All right.
Jar Jar is a person, and we love him.
All right. Jar Jar,
Wow.
get over here. I am Nagul. You two. Let's all gather up. / users in the chat. Everybody over here? Looks like everybody's over here. All right. There's another one. Where are we going next?
Hey, Alex,
What's up?
are we doing a giveaway today?
I don't know. Are we doing a giveaway today?
If we did, what would we be giving away?
I'd be Wizzy the Orange's Singed Hat.
Boom! It's in the chat.
Hey, there we go. We didn't plan that at all.
Nope. Definitely didn't talk about it before the show or anything like that.
We're just professionals like that.
Yeah. We just
Let's
read each
see.
other and
Do
vibe.
Do I have any more multiplayer games in my list? You know what I haven't played? That's a multiplayer game that I've been wanting to play.
Tell me right now.
Wall Hugger. I think
Okay.
Panda was playing it recently, wasn't she? On stream.
Yes.
I know we're not supposed to, over feature one experience, but I still haven't played Wall Hugger, and I really want to. And I heard that it's super scary. And you know what I think about scary games.
You hate them. They're the worst. You wish they'd all just go away.
Wish they'd all go away to where I'm playing them.
Okay.
Does anybody in the chat have any suggestions on what they would like to see me play? Or would you like me to play Wall Hugger? Pit Run. Oh, Go West. You made another game, didn't you? Let's check out Go West's other game. What was it? Pit Run. Let's check that out real quick.
Ooh, we can play Donut Play too.
Donut Play.
I really want you to check out Donut Play.
Okay.
Vox Machina Studios put that out. It's gonna be a multiplayer experience, but it's really a single player game. So like you can go in and like you can see other people playing and stuff like that, but you're really playing a one-on-one experience. But
Okay.
it's a really fun mechanic, and I found myself getting sucked into it for like 30 minutes the other day. And it's one of those
Okay.
like
All right.
Jewel Breaker,
Bejeweled?
bedazzled type games, where you're shooting blocks at other blocks and they're exploding, and it's a ton
Okay.
of fun. It's really
All right.
addictive little game, and I want to see your take on it.
All right. So Pit Run's we're loading up right now. We're gonna do a quick look at that, and then we'll do
Donut Play. And the link for Donut Play is actually in the Twitch stream.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Vox Machina says they're working on PvP of it, but need to clean up some bugs. Okay. All right. There's a current contest to find all the pieces of the Elliot's Enhanced Dragon Gear set in game. For more information on how, and visit twitter.com/GoS927 and review the pinned tweet. All right. I need to change my avatar for the next game session because I'm tired of being a mummy.
Not bending at the knees. You're like running around like a giraffe. You're just loping everywhere.
All right. We'll get. For some reason, I'm getting an error when I try my usual. Probably as long as I change my shoes, I should be good.
Okay.
It's because my ambassador shoes. Yeah, my ambassador shoes were making it glitch up. All right. So we got a little green viewing area. We got. Ooh. Interesting. Is it like a helmet? I don't trust this lava.
You shouldn't.
There's skeletons underneath it. I feel like I'm justified in not trusting it. All right, so we gotta collect a Westy coin. Is that not what this is? Is this not a Westy coin? It's got a G on it. Oh. 3, 4, 2. What? Whoa, the numbers. Is it counting down or? Oh, okay, it's because multiple of us jumped through the thing at once, I think. I'm not sure what the numbers are doing. Seems to be broken. It's because I touched it, definitely.
Alex broke it on purpose. I know he did it. I seen it.
Under construction. All right. We can't go that way. We can go this way though. Okay, I see we got some platforms. Ooh, nope. Oh, I went the wrong way. But,
Is there really a wrong way in a parkour match to the death? The answer is yes, there is.
Ooh, I got teleported to another place. Oh, it's the other side of that door. We see a bunch of equipment here.
And that hat just, I thought a hat just dropped on your head like that. And I was like, that was amazing. How did they do that? But never mind, it's just somebody else teleporting in. Oh my God, look at all the bad guys.
They don't seem too interested in me, so I'm gonna.
No, you're boring.
I'm not gonna aggro them. You
They're
know?
like, hey, guess what? We're not too concerned with you, weak boy. Get out of here.
Ooh.
Shoo.
I got a like a dragon helmet. Alright.
Mhm. If you put on the dragon helmet, will your bunny ears be sticking out of its mouth?
I don't know. Let's see. Nope. It's just my eyes. I didn't realize how big it is, but you can see my eyes peering through.
You can see your eyes perfectly. That's wonderful.
Yeah. And it works well because my robot has black metal skin.
It does. It really does. It's
So
like the Batman eyes in reverse. Well, no, not in reverse. It's actually just like the Batman eyes.
Yeah. All right.
The eyeballs inside are perfect. And U24K in the chat says it's designed to show the eyes. And it's
Yeah.
designed well, my friend.
What mischief can I get into up here?
You can break things again.
Oh, well, there's not too much I can get to. Kind of a moot point. Oh no, I went. Now I have to do this again. That's fine. I'm good. I'm all right. Gotta crawl under. You like my crawling animation?
Go West. Hey, how did you get there?
I see Go West liked my usage of the pots for the cannons.
Mmm. Oh, yeah.
Oh no! Oh, it hit me right as the last jump. Ugh.
He got me good, Pop. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
I'm in danger.
Yes, you are.
Okay, I made it. I made it past that point. Oh, there's the legs. This is a checkpoint. Please let it be a checkpoint.
Hmm?
Ah. I think I have the complete set now. Look how shiny I am. Oh no, now they want to attack
Super
me.
shiny.
Hey, we made it up to the top. How's it going, everybody?
Looks like they were waiting on you.
I may have been talking about things. This is what happens when people ask me questions.
Who asked you a question? Prove
I don't
it.
know.
That never happened.
There we go. All right. Oh, I'm facing the wrong way. All right. Who else has to get up here? Is everybody up here? Anybody left behind? We see 11. There's definitely not 11 people on this hill. Oh, I see somebody running down there. Go west. Go west. You can just run up to the top of this hill. Okay.
Why did Lieutenant General just take a bunch of damage?
I don't know. Maybe did they move at all?
No, they didn't move at all. They were just sitting there, and it looked like their health bar popped up, and all of a sudden it decreased.
Yeah. I don't know.
I got
I
nothing.
did report the bug where if you if you are wearing a bunch of defense equipment and then you jump and take a lot of fall damage, or any damage really, and you're down to 1 health, and then you take off your defense equipment, you die. because it tries to scale your health to the same percentage when you remove the defense equipment, but it's now below 1, so it's just like, oh well, below 1 you're dead.
I die.
All right, anybody else gonna get up here? I don't know. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us. There should be 4 more people running around, but I can't see them from here. But if you are not up here, then you'll still get points just by, oh, Jar Jar Jackie Chan Binks with the cape and the gloves, looking ready for a fight. If you're not up here, that's okay. I just won't be able to see if you're wearing a hat or not.
Wait a second. Do his gloves say left and right on them?
No, it's it doesn't say left and right. It's is it a DL?
Oh, it's the D. Okay, I thought there was an L on one side, and I saw like a circular. I thought I saw
feel
the
like I
top of
have
the R.
those, but I don't remember what the D and the L stand for.
Lucky Duck.
Oh, okay. Is that you're just making stuff up?
I'm just making stuff up. I don't know why you would trust me.
Well, because usually you read that stuff off when it pops up in the chat, so I just assumed you said it from somebody in the chat who knew. Maybe I don't own them. I thought I had those gloves, but maybe I had just wishlisted them. Maybe I'm not seeing them, unless they're not weapons, are they?
Boxing gloves is what they're called by Game Time MVS. Games feature gloves. These literally pack a punch.
Wait, what's the username?
Game Time MVS. Here, I'll drop a link
like a
to.
Maybe it's
there's a link to the gloves.
I'm wondering if it's
history.
If it's a D for.
Sending them to Dreamland. Oh, Damian Lillard.
Okay. There we go. Wait, where did you get that from? Oh, wait, that's the collection.
Game Time. Yeah, Game Time.
Oh, that's why I remembered having them, because you could equip them in the experience.
Yeah.
That was a cool experience. I don't think we ever got to finish it. I think we ran out of time for the stream, or we got stuck. I hope that one comes back, because it was a really cool experience. There's so many cool experiences that people can't play right now for various reasons. Oh, look at all these golden dragons up here. Now we're talking. All right, just in case the list changed. I gotta zoom out a little bit. What? It like forces me to zoom in.
Nobody forces me to zoom in. Nobody.
I just don't want to cover up. Who is that? Who's standing? Oh, Ian the IT guy. I couldn't see your username. Or, wait. I'm so confused. Who's standing on the corner with the blue? That's VoxEdit, right?
Nobody. That's no. Oh, wait. Standing on the corner with the blue? That's VoxEdit, I'm assuming. If that's who it was last time.
You want us to turn around? Okay, let's all turn around. That way we can... The camera's not as forced. It's just there's no name above their head. That's interesting. Maybe is their name really short? Is it No, there's because I've got the life bars up. There's no life bar either. Who is that?
They're a ghost.
Oh, it is VoxEdit. Okay. They don't have health. Their thing disappears and they don't have health. Did they get disconnected?
No, they're here. She just said, that's me. Yep.
I'm immortal. Okay.
There you go.
All right.
I like it.
All right.
Say it loud and say it proud.
Face the south. Unless you just want to show off the back of your hat, which is fine because the back of the hat looks good too. Here we go. Screenshot time. I am Nagul caught midair. I love it. You see her name. Oh, yeah, I see her name right now. But if I press L to show the lives, it's not there. This is like how you find out somebody's a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has a health bar with their name above it, except
No
for
reflection.
Mm.
Sus.
VVox. All right, we're gonna move on to Donut Play. I had it up. Where'd it go? Donut Play in the chat. Thanks, Go West. We got a winner.
We got a winner.
Who's our winner?
Congratulations goes out to PSP INW. You have won yourself a singed, crispy, kind of crunchy, burnt orange hat. But whatever the adjectives we use to describe it, the most important we use is yours. It is all yours. Congratulations, my friend, and please enjoy and wear it with pride.
Go West points out in the chat, don't forget to enter the contest for your sand. So when you joined that experience, there was a little message that said where you can go to win some sand. So go check that out. All right, so we're in Vox Machina's Donut Play. Link is in the chat. 1 second here. Update something over here. I really like this song. I think this is my favorite Sandbox song.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it just
It's
got good It's got good vibes. You know? All right. It says game status ongoing. Player 1 is occupied. This is me. Whoa. Okay. Looks like we had an incident with the rabbits over here. We got a tutorial. We got who are these people? Vox Machina. Oh, that's cool. Welcome, Kamisazi. Get ready to match and blast those donuts away. Enter the available player portal to join or spectate the action. Let's get ready to crumble. Love that. Let's go.
Food puns are the best.
And who's this? Can we talk to them? Oh, Donut Play. Check out the Spectator 1 portal, or Player 1 portal, or Spectator area. Learn the art of popping donuts in our tutorial. Donut Jam. Feel the sweet beats and donut delights in our Donut Jam area. Now, can I talk to this person also? Or just... Whoa. We build voxels and relationships for the Sandbox Metaverse. Very cool.
I love that.
Rabbids rave. This area is locked. Let's go check out the spectator portal and see what people are doing. So we can run around spectating, go to the middle, press E to exit. Okay, so I see... Oh, this is like, is it Peggle? Is that what it's called?
I don't remember what there's a couple games that this is like,
Yeah.
but I know I've always enjoyed this style of game. The blast, and it's an easy game, not a whole lot of rules to it. But just it's a reaction time game, it's a color code matching game. It's fun.
Not Bubble Bobble. There is Peggle, but there's I think an even older game that I'm thinking of that has this format, and I can't remember what it's called.
Who said Bubble Bobble?
Me. I was just trying to remember names, and Bubble Bobble came to mind, but it's the wrong kind of.
Yeah.
It's not the right game. There was one. It was like a Bubble Pop or something. I can't remember what it's called, but it had a similar kind of top-down mechanics. It was an arcade game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's. I see we're matching. Oh, and there's a laser. What does the laser do?
Where's the laser? Oh, the laser. That I remember.
Was there
that...
a game called Bubble Pop? Whoops.
What happens with the laser? I remember something happens. I know that's a terrible. When that does something, something happens. Yeah, I'm a great
I also like
narrator.
the donut icon. Just it's very bold.
Mm-hmm. This game made me very hungry. I'm not gonna lie. And it's one of those things where I'm always like, I really want a pink frosted donut now. And every single time I eat one, I'm like, I wish I hadn't eaten that. Because it's one of those foods where I feel like it looks better than it actually tastes.
Mm-hmm.
Like the idea of it is more than I actually want. But being said, like, and those apple fritter donuts, those are like the best thing ever. It's like if a donut and an apple pie had a baby, and that baby was named Love.
Wait, okay, so it looks like sorry, I'm doing research right now.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a game called Puzzle Bobble.
Hmm.
It is based on Bubble Bobble,
Hmm.
but Bubble Bobble's different because Bubble Bobble's where you run around as those little dragon guys, and you like. But Puzzle Bobble is this kind of layout,
Okay.
and it's known internationally as Bust-A-Move, and it's by Taito.
Okay. You say it's known internationally, but not by me.
Well, it's so I reckon these are the Bubble Bobble dinosaurs, but the actual game.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The actual game looks like this. So this is what I was remembering from way back childhood memories.
Yes. Yes.
I think I played it in a Pizza Hut like 20 years ago.
You
Wait,
could either play that
20 years ago I
or
wasn't that
Samurai
young.
Showdown.
You know what weird memory I associate with Pizza Hut? Queens of the Stone Age.
No, I thought you were gonna say lawn darts.
No, for some lawn darts at Pizza Hut. That would be a very weird thing to associate with Pizza Hut. But
Exactly.
no, you got to break. Was nobody playing that one? Press 9 to exit. I think that's only for the player. Yeah. So I remember Pizza Hut always used to have a jukebox, and
Oh yeah.
for some reason, I only ever heard Queens of the Stone Age. I think from Songs for the Deaf from
Okay.
Pizza Hut. It just like every time we went, somebody played Queens of the Stone Age. It's the one where Dave Grohl's really smashing on the drums.
Isn't that like all of them?
No, he's not on every album. No One Knows, I think.
No one knows what the name of the song is?
No, that's the name of the song. Is No One Knows.
Oh, that's just confusing.
So I just we're getting really off topic here, but that's what I associate with Pizza Hut. All right, where's the exit here? Because I actually want to play. All right, can we wear hats? Oh, we're adorable. What can I put anything on? Nope. Apparently not. I could.
Oh my goodness gracious, that little baker dude's adorable.
I can.
I know you already said that, but
All right, so those are locked. What's this way? What's this? Oh, this is the DJ area.
that's where we could probably take a picture.
Snoop Dogg's jamming out over here.
As he tends to do.
Where'd you get that giant Snoop Dogg asset from? Did you make that? I guess you could make that, and the animations included in the template. He's ginormous though. It is not an insignificant amount of work to scale up assets like that. I've done it before.
Quite a bit of work. Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Is there a crowd event, or we just hang out and listen to music? I really want a donut now.
Right? Same thing happened to me.
All right, let's play the game though.
Do that.
I feel like I'm good.
That's good.
I think I'm good at this game.
Okay.
I haven't played it in a long time. Go to the middle, press E to exit. Oh wait, it says I'm spectating. Oh, did I go to the spectator? I didn't mean to go to the spectator. I meant to go to the player slot. Oh, take the picture? Okay, everybody up to the top. Everybody, follow me! I'm running in a circle. I'm running in a circle. Follow me up the stairs. Let's go. Take a picture. Da, da, da. I mean, we can't wear the hats, but we can at least...
Take a picture.
Yeah. We can do... Did you know you can play guitar now?
I cannot play guitar now.
There's a play guitar mode.
Oh. That makes way more sense than you telling me I learned a skill that I don't know about.
If AFK auto resets in 2 minutes and 47 seconds, so does that mean that if you don't do any inputs, is there like a timer? So that way players who are just like sitting in one of the play slots get kicked out? That's pretty cool. Users.
That's and yeah, because when you tapped on your keys, it went back down to 0.
Did it? I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Ah. So if I just stand here. It's not counting up.
No, I think you have to be still for a little while for that to kick in.
Oh, let's do the tutorial. I'm saying, like, how do you play this game? And I'm like, I didn't go to the tutorial. Left click and right click. Oh, left click moves it left, right click moves it right, middle shoots.
I love they got a little QR code in there too.
Plus 50, you get another life. So I guess you have to score 50 times or clear 50 donuts because you clear multiple donuts when you score it. And then always make sure to test your QR codes because I was playtesting for somebody today and their QR code sent to a blank page.
You know what? I have to tell clients that all the time.
Yeah, it's something to keep an eye out for. Increasing challenge, survive the longest, so easy, and then it's gonna, I guess it accelerates. But what does the laser do?
What laser? Oh,
there was a big laser that was like
the pink one. Yeah.
It was coming down the conveyor belt, but I wasn't sure what it actually did. All right, I mean the instructions are pretty simple.
Yeah, left click, right click, middle click.
All right.
You got this.
Let's go.
You know, I wonder.
Select your character.
What her score would be if Panda played.
What? 1, 2, 3. Press 9 to confirm. That's cool. No way. I love this. That's
a wonderful way of using the avatar or the experience multiplier too. You're incorporating. I guarantee you each one of those was one of the because they got Paris, you got Swaco, you got Snoop. That's such a cool idea, and the level changes with it too.
Yep. I like Swaco best as far as music goes in this group. Vox Machina says that the laser donut the laser eliminates donuts that are below it, so it helps clear the level for you. I am Nagul says Paris Hilton. We'll or
Swaco.
Yeah, we'll do Swaco. You can play as Paris
Swaco. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. We're not going to tell you how to live your life.
E to start. Ready to glaze for glory. Let's go. All right. I've got Spider Donut. Okay, it moves incrementally. That's cool. Oop. Okay. Not quite. So the
Why
controls
is
are
your
a
donut
little.
flashing pink?
Which donut?
Oh, the donut's at the bottom. The one that's your gun. When it has the different colored donuts on it, it flashes a different color. Like the white one flashes blue, the pink one flashed pink, the brown one flashes yellow. It's got like a little area of effect around it. I think that's just to help better identify what one you're shooting.
So it feels like the left-right turn's a little bit rough. I wonder if it would be easier to use left and right player motion on the keyboard and like a speaker
D?
component. Yeah, to use A and D and then use a speaker sensing the player position to like make that rotation left and right. But I feel like there's probably a reason to not do that. But like sometimes as I click, like the motion is not very immediate. Still doing okay. So if it can't complete, then you don't get a. That's good to know. That I can just fire if there's nothing that it'll go to.
Mm-hmm. And it just clears itself.
Yeah. Stop giving me the same donut.
It's like, no, thank you. Show you to tell Donut Play what to do.
But. Oh,
How far is Alex gonna get? What's he gonna do? He's starting to feel the pressure.
I'm still in easy mode.
He's starting to feel the pressure yet? The answer is no.
Pressure. No such thing. Come on, give me a different one. Now I'm feeling the pressure. Oh wait, so the laser helps me, right?
I don't know. I feel like lasers are never good.
Is it like eliminating? I guess I don't get points for those ones, right? So it's a good thing in that it keeps me from dying. Oh, also I can't fire donuts past it properly, right? No, those are mine. Yeah, I got them. So I probably can't hit these, right? Oh no, I can. Cool.
So what does the laser do?
Well, it's eliminating the donuts underneath it. So there were a bunch of donuts beneath the laser before, but it's moving down faster than the rest of the donuts and it's clearing them out.
So what you're saying is it's stealing donuts from you.
Basically.
And I'm not into that at all.
You're the like the don't touch my food kind of person, right? Like,
oh, Joey, don't share food.
yeah. Did you grow up with dogs?
Yes.
I've heard that's a thing for kids that grow up with dogs. Ooh. No, I'm not even joking. It's
interesting.
Like you'll see like a toddler with like a snack and like all the dogs chasing them.
Yeah, my
And
dogs
it's
would...
like very quickly the kid learns that like you can't get. Oh no, I'm running out. What's my health look like? I got 28 lives. Oh no, that wasn't where I meant to fire that. A little bit over. I lose a life for each donut that escapes, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. Stress.
I just lost a bunch of lives, Alex.
Yeah, I know. No, I didn't. Eh. Give me a pink. And that'll work.
Don't you do it, Donut. Run. Play. Donut, play.
Oh, that was a good one.
It's pretty slick. Oh, I like how there's an area effect too. Like it doesn't have to be touching it immediately, but it has to be pretty stinking close.
Perfect. Give me a donut.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh no, my aim was bad.
I mean, I've been bad this whole time.
I'm running out of lives real fast here.
Once it starts to take place, it goes real quick. Ooh.
I got 1 life left, and I ain't spending it here. What was my... Wait, before you exit, take a screenshot of your time. Oh, playtime, 6 minutes 50 seconds. Oh, I'm feeling the burn in my arm tendons.
Gotta work out for donut play. Gotta get a rocky montage going in the background.
All right, one more round, and then I think we'll call it done for the day. I will not be back here for Friday or Saturday, but I'll be back on Tuesday. So you get to hang out with Lucas on Saturday.
I'll be here.
See you later, Skyhand110. Thanks for watching. All right, we'll play Paris Hilton because it was demanded.
It was requested. I say ba to that and ba again, but Alex is much kinder than I am.
What do you mean no, I am Nagul? I thought you wanted to play Paris Hilton. You wanted us to play Paris.
Well, too late. It's already started.
All right.
Oh, I think they're asking us to play their game. I am Nagul. We can do that on another stream.
Yeah, it's
but
getting
today,
pretty late.
Alex and I are both hungry and tired.
We've been live for almost 3 hours now.
2 hours and 30 minutes or so.
Was that a cat?
That was a cat.
I heard what I thought was a small child, but it did not sound like my small children.
Nope, it's not a small child. It's a cat mimicking a small child to get attention because he's smart like that.
Oh no, it missed. Give me the donut I want. There we go.
Just shooting in the same spot.
It's just rapid fire until I get what I want. I don't. It might be a better strategy. I don't know. Than having to.
You know what?
It takes more time to adjust my aim, I think.
I feel like it might be solid. We'll see. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out.
I was waiting for that. I mean, it seemed to work okay. So in a lot of games like this, if you fire the wrong thing, it builds up instead of it eliminating the thing that didn't work. So this is a little more forgiving in that sense. Yeah, 3 in a row. If I hit right here, will it take both sides? Oh, no.
I'm gonna say it will. Give it a try.
It didn't.
Fortune favors the bold, Alex.
I tried. It didn't work.
Fortune sometimes laughs.
Oh, my aim was a little bit off.
GoS says try harder. I don't know why they'd say that. That's just mean, but that's what they said.
What if I'm already trying the hardest that anybody could try?
Ooh, maximum effort, if you will.
It still wouldn't equal how hard Panda tries.
Oh, shots fired.
She's gonna hate me so much.
Not possible. Pew 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 pew.
Wait, how did I get those pink dinosaur back?
How'd you get what?
I was looking at the wrong part of the screen and I cleared some donuts without realizing that they would clear. And I was surprised. What? How did?
Hey, how you doing over there, big guy?
Doing okay. Doing great. Doing the
You
best
good?
anyone's ever done.
Ooh,
Without
I
even
like
trying.
that.
I want him. Give me the right donut. No. Not trying. Hard. Hardly trying. Are you trying hard or are you hardly trying?
Yes.
Wanted to ask Paris dog behind the conveyor belt peeking. Wait, what?
Hmm?
Can you reiterate that? Because I didn't understand the comment.
I wanted to have Paris and Snoop Dogg behind the conveyor belt peeking, like as in like looking out.
Okay. Yeah, but they'd be too small. I mean, you'd have to make different models for them instead of using the regular ones. I'm guessing these are not giant assets, and these are like the ones that you can buy on the marketplace.
Mm-hmm. And just really close to the camera.
So I think I need to, with the life system, I need to not worry too much about these small ones that are going to take away one life. I need to clear the bigger chunks that are coming from further up. Now that I understand how the life system works.
Mm.
So I'm not going to worry about that one pink donut off to the side there. Not a big deal. Not even worried about it. It's all good. I'm still good.
Yeah. Well then, you just kind of like completely contradicted yourself. But hey,
just because
What
I
else?
had the donut. Because I could.
but you still missed it.
Oh, I got it.
No, you didn't.
You're time delayed, so you may be.
No, I
thinking of a
know. I saw you shoot a pink one at the pink one that was at the bottom, and it went right next to it. And right as it was about to go, you were at 27 lives. You went down to 26.
Ah.
Yeah, it button hooked you.
Well, never mind then.
See, the time delay is actually beneficial for me on this game because I can hear you say things and then I look for it on the screen. So I know I've got like a 3-second wait to see it. Yes, so everybody that's watching, as Alex is talking about things, we're hearing each other live. But then as my visuals are concerned, I have to wait a good, 1.5, 2, 3 seconds to actually see it take place. So sometimes it's a little confusing.
There have been times that I've streamed into Discord, but that can use extra system resources that we don't want to squander. It's coming down fast now. I'm not getting the right kinds of donuts. There we go.
I mean, all donuts are the right kinds of donuts, Alex. Except the pink ones.
You don't like strawberry donuts?
I do. I want them. I tell myself that I want them, and I eat them, and I'm like, meh.
Oh, I like strawberry frosted donuts.
I do too, I think. But then I eat them, and I'm like, I just want my apple fritter, I guess.
For me, thinking that apples are like the most boring fruit, apple fritters are pretty amazing.
They're so amazing. And there's this place down the street from my house. They sell all these wacky donuts.
Yeah.
And I mean, they have some pretty wild like themes. And I go in there, and every single time I go in there, I'm just like, I'll have an apple fritter, because the apple fritters are actually the same price as all the rest of the donuts.
What?
But
That's not typical.
It's not, but they're also like 9 times the size.
Right.
Like an apple fritter is like this big there, whereas their donuts are like this big, and they're all the same price. And I'm just like, I don't understand why I'd get anything else.
All right. I am Nagul. I will be back on Wednesday. So, a week from today, we can definitely play your game then if you're not available on Saturday for Lucas to play it. But yeah, just make sure to, if you're on the Wizzyverse Discord, you can post it in the game showcase. And actually, for anybody watching, if you want to make your game more visible for me, of course you can, reply in tweets that you see from me on Twitter. But if you put it in the game showcase, I do take a look at the Wizzyverse Discord, and we can use that as a bit of a cue. So share your games there. There's people there who are looking for games to play.
Do it.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Vox Machina, for this awesome game. My fingers and my wrist are very tired, but it is still very fun. And I could definitely play it a lot more, but we do have to get going. So let's see if there's anybody we can raid. Who's online? Twitch only has 2 T's. Thank you, Not Jackie Chan, for hanging out. Anybody play the Sandbox? Just us? Looks like it's just us at the moment.
It does.
We're not going to raid anybody because there's nobody to raid. Make sure if you want us to raid you, you gotta be kind of checking out when we're about ready to finish. All right. Well, have fun with Lucas on Saturday. No builders challenge accepted on Friday. Need to fix OBS. Keeps crashing on me.
No.
Sometimes the total clean install helps. There is a cache folder, kind of like the Sandbox has one. There is a cache folder for OBS, so make sure you delete all those things out, and it will hopefully fix itself. All
That helped
right.
me.
Have a great... I almost said have a great weekend. It's not Saturday. It's Wednesday. Have a great rest of your week, everybody. I am going to go camp in the mountains. See ya.
Nice. Bye, everyone. Thanks for stopping by.